Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm Kristen Zuzak, and I'm so excited to be here. I decided that I'm going to create this 15-minute webinar to give you the down and dirty, no hype, straight from the heart. Here's how this business works. Here's how my business works, and a little bit about my background so you can get to know me a little bit as well, to see if you want to take this to the next step because you're curious enough to want to ask some questions. And I'm hoping that I can answer some of your questions. This is a layered business. I'm going to give you the big picture layers of how that works. But if you want the next level of detail, I'm going to give you that next step as well. The idea is to keep this short and succinct and concise. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm so delighted to do that. So my name is Kristen. I am a conscious parenting coach and a neurofeedback trainer, and I have an online business. My main income is this online business. And how I came to it, though, is just helpful to know. So I'm a single mom. I have 2 teenage kids, and we were barely treading water, to tell you the truth. I became a conscious parenting coach because I struggled. People ask me this all the time. I struggled as a parent. And that's what guides us typically, right? We learn what we need to learn. And I have been certainly aware of that. And I knew I needed to learn parenting. But we also struggled financially because my son has many special needs and I really wanted to be there. My passion is to be a good parent. I knew if there was one thing that I would succeed at in life, it would be parenting. And so I put everything, my heart and soul, into being a parent. And I have loved every minute of it, even the hard parts. But I also struggled financially, and I needed to find a way to tread water. And to tell you the truth, one of my thoughts, which sounds crazy to me now, was, well, if I become a coach, I also got a master's in social work after that, at least I can survive, right? I know I can always coach and pay my bills that way. And yes, I did that, and that was easy to do, but I was never thriving. And in order to thrive, I would have to do a whole lot of stuff that I really was not inspired to do. And so I really dreamed of just a way to get out of the rat race, a way to move forward with my life that would give my family some breathing, not only breathing room, but some joy in our lives, right? Some more spaciousness to be able to enjoy what was here for us. I am an avid outdoors person. I absolutely love, like, if you watch my Facebook page, I'm pretty much outside in any kind of weather, out in nature, because I just love nature so much. It gives me my peace and my groundedness. So I was just asking for a way out of that rat race. And but I actually wasn't looking for something. I was just like, please, can this happen? And it really fell into my lap. A friend of mine was doing this online business. I saw her lit up and I was like, I want what you have, and I'm going to jump into this as well. And I have had a very similar experience as her. And so this is something that is teachable and duplicatable, and is something that just about anybody can do. So that gets me really lit up and really excited, because I also love to support. I am a helper by nature, and I love to help people. And the systems that are in place here do that automatically. That's the cool part. So you don't have to wear yourself out or lose yourself in that process, or sacrifice yourself or your sovereignty to help other people, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I don't want to give a 90-minute presentation, and I know you don't want to sit through that either. So I'm really going to stay focused here and give you these like 3 different aspects of elements of our business that are super important to understand. So the first one is high ticket, high impact offer. So we have aligned with a Japanese water system company that's been around for almost 50 years. It's a solid record of this business. Beautiful product that's good for the very conscious water. It's conscious water basically, and it's good for the planet, it's good for the people, and it's good for you. It has many, many health benefits to it. One of which, well, 2 I'm going to explain really briefly. One is that it actually creates antioxidants. So you can drink antioxidant rich water every single day. And it also has superior hydration because of how it's structured. It also can detoxify your home top to bottom. So I have 0 toxins in my home. It's a beautiful, beautiful product called Kangen water. And so that's one thing. And the high ticket, high impact also means that you get high profits. So when a system gets sold, and I'm not even saying you sell a system. When a system gets sold in this process, you make 4-figure commissions. It starts off at $340, depending on how you come in. There's different ways to come into this business, but you make anywhere from $340 to $4,500 for a sale of a package. So what you do, because I have looked at lots of network, didn't really look at, I've seen friends of mine do network marketing companies, right? None of them ever made sense, because I'm like, how can you make a living off of $20 per product that you make? And you have to sell hundreds or 500 of those at a time in order to make decent money, right? So this is the first time I've ever seen a network marketing company that actually has a formula. It actually has a patented formula, that, not formula, but compensation plan that really supports, it actually supports healthy relationships in the organization. And it supports your sovereignty as well. So for example, you can pass the person above you. The person above you, once you start having sales, then you they earn some money from that. But every sale that you make and you move up, they earn less and less until they earn no more money from your sales. So it's a beautiful structure that makes sense, because they're training you. And as you become independent and you've learned everything, and you're training other people, they don't make any more money from you. So I love this structure. It also offers legacy income, much more information at a different time. That is our high ticket, high impact offer. Number two, the second element is social media and how we can grow our business online. So we can't go door to door anymore, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense to go door to door. We're one person. We can reach so many more people through social media. I was not on social media before this business, believe it or not. I had accounts, but I would post once every 2 years, basically. I wasn't a big fan of social media. No matter how you feel about social media, it doesn't really matter, because what I've learned is that, number one, I can be a force for good, and I can create a personal brand that supports people and raises the vibration of the planet. So I focus on female empowerment, on spirituality, on parenting, on supporting people's growth and development and their energy. And I love it. I actually love doing that kind of stuff. And that's what I post on. And so I'm also aligned with, so part of this business too, is that we get to align with another organization called the Freedom Era, where they train, it's an academy, and they have all the trainings, like hundreds of videos on how to, whether you're doing Instagram or whether you're doing TikTok or whether you're doing Facebook or you're doing groups or a personal page, they have the trainings on it. So they teach you how to create a personal brand, even when you don't have a whole lot of experience or zero experience doing that. Like, I had zero experience doing that. So it's a beautiful way just to become your authentic self. That's the biggest piece of developing a personal brand, is actually getting in touch with who you are and becoming your authentic self and expressing that to the world, because people don't always want to do that. And when we step into the power of expressing ourselves and expressing who we are and what we stand for and what we believe in. And so, because one of the things that I believe in is love, right? Expanded love, expanded health, wealth, and love, expanded wellness, wealth, and love is what I say. And it's a really powerful thing to be able to do that. Like, all this personal work that I've had to do to get to that place has been huge. So creating this personal brand is a big piece of creating an audience, right? And in fact, I've talked about the water that we have, right? This conscious water. So there's many different ways to structure this business. You can actually structure it so you never have to talk about the water, and you just focus on your personal brand. And people come into the business through your personal brand. Or you can just talk about the water and just focus on that, and then bring people into this business through the water. There's many different options. I do both, or a combination of the two, a mix, and I love it, because some days I feel like talking about water, and some days I feel like talking about female empowerment. And I get to like touch in with myself and connect with myself and be inspired, and talk about from an inspired place, and express myself in that way, which I absolutely love. but you get to choose. You get to choose how you want to structure your business. So the third element, I've got notes here to keep me on track, is automation. And this is the key. This is the piece that no one else talks about, because automation is what gives us our time freedom. Automation is what allows, it's the structure and the system that keeps moving and keeps going no matter what we're doing 24/7, whether we're sleeping or whether we're out in Costa Rica. I went to Costa Rica for 9 weeks last summer. Incredible. And so it's a beautiful thing to have automation, and automation means anything from, you know, launches and webinars. Like most people don't do webinars. I'm just doing this because I've been doing this for a while, and I actually like to speak, and I like to share, and I like to share this beautiful journey that I have. So there's that piece. You don't have to do your own webinars. And then also on the back end, there's funnels, and there's landing pages, and there's emails that are done by the Freedom Era because we don't have to. So we don't have to sit there with figuring out how to create the modern day website or how to attract people in the modern day way. We don't do any of that. The Freedom Era is on top of those things, and that's what our membership buys for us. So, so it's a beautiful thing to have automation, because I don't have to learn any of that stuff. I just focus on my personal brand, and I focus on myself and my energy and creating a life that I love. That's all I really do. And then I share that on social media, and I share the water on social media, and that's what grows my business. So because the automation does all the stuff in the background, including they have a sales team. So if you don't want to do sales, well, in fact, they want to do your sales. They ask us not to do our own sales. We want to do the sales for you. They have a sales team that does all the sales calls. You don't pay them. This is part of your membership fee. You get to have fun in your life, and you get to create in your life. So that part is also amazing. So how does this feel? Like, those are the three key elements. How does that feel? Like, I really am looking for people who are heart-centered, who growth and development and energy work really resonates with them, who they care about the planet and care about where the world is going and making the world a better place. So your next steps, if you're interested in taking this another step further, is to go into the discovery process. The Freedom Era has a discovery process that's really like a high-level coaching process, and it's probably about 2 to 3 hours long, and it's only $22 to go in there. You have 2 weeks to go through it, so you have plenty of time, and it'll walk you through a reflection process. It'll give you tons of education all about the water. You'll learn tons about the water, and you also have access to our Launch Your Business course. So that is like maybe 10 hours of videos about how to your first 30 days of launching your business. More than you can probably watch in 30 days unless you want to stay up super late. If you want to do that, ask me for the link. And that really is your next step. It's $22. You actually have a 14-day money-back guarantee. So if you decide, no, this is not for you, you actually get your $22 back, which actually sounds like amazing. We're so sure about this program though, and we want you to get a chance to look at it. This is one way, by charging a small amount, this is one way that we sort of weed out people who are really, really wanting something bigger for their lives versus people who are kind of tire kickers. So I so appreciate your time, and thank you so much. If you have questions, please let me know, but really just go into the discovery process, and it's really that simple. All right, bye-bye.